In this unpredictable presidential election year, the candidates are vying for any major block of voters they can get their hands on. Traditionally, Democrats have counted on black support, but in 1992, that is not guaranteed.
We are missing something.
People are looking for a change.
Undeclared independent Ross Perot came to the convention hoping to be the agent of that change.
Can we agree that our diversity is a strength and not a weakness?
But Perot, for the most part, appeared flat in his speech and at times insensitive, making references to you people and your people.
I looked at the majority of our delegates who were in the front, our branch presidents. I don't think they liked it, but they did not exude that. The voices I heard from Real sounded a little strange to me. I didn't recognize it. But I think we were all offended. Does that announce it?
Still, Perot, while not making a lot of new friends today, did not entirely damage his standing in the black community.
I'm convinced that he was sincere in what he was saying. I like the idea of not exporting jobs. I like the idea of making sure that our young people are going to be educated so that they can compete.
After Perot, it was Bill Clinton's chance to bring back the black vote to the Democratic Party. Tennessee Senator Albert Gore Jr., the vice presidential choice, began the process, raising immediate comparisons between the Clinton-Gore team and Perot.
We have to move beyond us and them, you and me, and reach out for we the people. It's all of us together.
Clinton continued the barrage, mixing tales of his childhood with the Clinton-Gore plan for America.
Cut through all this cynicism, cut through all this skepticism, and ask the American people, all of us, black and white and brown and yellow, and all of us together, to seize control of our destiny again. This is our country. It's still the greatest country in human history. There is no reason for us, none, to let this magic moment pass.
Governor Clinton certainly scored points here in Nashville, as did Al Gore. How well they did, though, might be better measured later this week when the Reverend Jesse Jackson, who's been critical of this team, speaks before the convention. In Nashville, Gene Patterson, Action 10 News Weekend. "17-year-old Corey Wilson is a model young man, bright, articulate, and talented. He is the image of black America, the image the NAACP has strived for 83 years.
Black people are normally shown in a bad light. I don't know about here, but in California, so we're trying to build up our image by performing in academic sorts of competitions, not just music, but math and performing arts and other things, so that we can get a better self-esteem about ourselves and make other black people want to do the same and not do bad things.
In this political year, the NAACP is concerned with Corey's future, the major issue, jobs. Blacks have traditionally turned to Democrats in presidential years, but this year may mark a change.
For too long, we have voted with the party that they call the party of choice. That is not the party of choice all the time. We are becoming more independent. You see that. In fact, we encourage our people to become independent. That way you can do what you want.
As demolition crews tear down the old Standard knitting mill, they are quite possibly clearing the way for a new downtown magnet school. A selection committee approved this site. The next move must come from the school board. It's expected to vote tonight on the preferred site for the school. But the local chapter of the NAACP plans a protest if the school isn't put at the current Austin East site.
The vast majority of the schools that have been closed down in the East Knoxville area and in the East Knoxville community. And none of the residents in East Knoxville consider the Standard knitting mill, none of the black residents in East Knoxville consider the Standard knitting mill site as a inner city location.
And the local NAACP is prepared to send a letter of protest to the Office for Civil Rights if that happens. The NAACP also expects the OCR to be in town next month to investigate complaints filed in December. The complaints say Knox County's predominantly black schools are lacking in curriculum, facilities, and supplies as compared to the predominantly white schools.
Whenever they spend dollar for dollar for the inner city school kids in East Knoxville and the North Knoxville community, then the NAACP would more than gladly, get out of the school situation.
According to Roberts, this may not happen in the foreseeable future. He says the NAACP has been so concerned with the desegregation issues that other issues have been put on the back burner. He says the local branch is also dissatisfied with the hiring and promotional practices of the Knox County school system. He says other complaints could be filed with the OCR. Patricia McGeever, Action 10 News.
School system, that same course at Beard Middle School was working with computers, and the principals were just at now occasion, and we're going to
cover our creed. These laws, we're happy today that we're celebrating our 83rd anniversary, and this is what we fight for. That we want the Austin East School to stay in this neighborhood, just like we do. And we're interested in this school staying in this neighborhood. We keep a school, our